The stars shimmered like tiny diamonds over Earth's orbit, and the human engineer, Captain Rhea, leaned against the railing of the observation deck. Her eyes followed the massive fleet of alien ships gliding silently through space, each vessel unlike anything she had ever seen. Sleek silver and adorned with strange geometric patterns, the ships seemed alive, and yet she knew they had problems her team was meant to fix. "Beautiful, aren't they?" her assistant Tarek said, sipping a steaming cup of coffee. The rich aroma filled the cabin. "But beautiful or not, they won't fly well if we don't start working." Rhea smiled. There was always something comforting about coffee. On Earth, it was more than a drink. It was a ritual, a way to wake up the mind and the spirit. She had a feeling these aliens would never understand its importance. The fleet had come seeking help, not because they were weak, but because they had heard of humans. In the galaxy, humans were a strange rumor, a species that seemed ordinary but had an uncanny ability to solve problems in ways no one else could imagine. Some called it luck, others called it instinct, but those who had worked with humans called it genius. Now these alien captains hovered above Earth, their eyes, if they had eyes in the way humans understood, watching carefully. They expected repairs, but perhaps not the surprises humans always brought. The docking bay opened with a soft hum. Alien ships slid into place with precise elegance, but they were slightly misaligned. Rhea raised an eyebrow. "Perfectly imperfect, just the way I like it," Tarek laughed. "You like challenges too much, Captain." Two of the aliens stepped out. They were tall, with limbs that bent at odd angles, and their skin shimmered with a faint metallic glow. Their expressions, or what humans interpreted as expressions, showed curiosity and a hint of caution. Rhea stepped forward, offering a friendly smile. "Welcome to Earth," she said. "I'm Captain Rhea, and this is my team. Coffee?" She lifted her thermos. The aliens tilted their heads, seemingly puzzled. One of them extended a hand-like appendage. A small cup appeared in its grasp, steaming. Rhea's team handed them coffee, and the aliens examined it as if it were an alien artifact. "This," Rhea said, "will make you sharp, alert, and ready to think." The taller alien sniffed the beverage. Its shimmering face seemed to shimmer a bit more, like it was processing the experience. "Interesting substance," it said in broken common, the galactic trade language. "Alert cognition," Rhea chuckled. "Exactly, drink. Then we work." With the ice broken, they moved to the first ship needing repair. Humans and aliens worked together, although cautiously. The alien technology was advanced, far beyond Earth's current systems, but surprisingly, some parts were crude or outdated by their own standards. It was as if the fleet had been built quickly for utility, not perfection. Rhea's eyes twinkled. Humans love to tinker, to improve, to push beyond limits. "All right," she said, "let's see what you need." She tapped the control panel. Alarms blinked. Some circuits sparked. The aliens frowned. Their systems were sophisticated, but the humans noticed something immediately. The design had redundancies and inefficiencies that slowed them down. "Simple fix," Rhea said, already grabbing a toolkit. "We can make this faster, more efficient. And it won't take long." The aliens exchanged looks. They had not expected humans to question their technology so confidently. One of them, a shorter one with silver eyes, finally said, "You optimize." "Always," Rhea replied, grinning. "It's what we do." As humans worked, small humorous incidents occurred. One alien device started to rotate unexpectedly when Rhea connected a cable. Sparks flew, but harmlessly. Tarek ducked just in time. "See," Rhea said, wiping her hands. "Exciting makes it fun." The aliens looked at each other, unsure if humans were reckless or brilliant. Perhaps both. Hours passed. Coffee cups piled up. Systems hummed smoothly under human hands. Where aliens had designed things rigidly, humans found shortcuts, rewired and recalibrated. Energy efficiency improved. Engines purred with new power. Shields, previously unstable, now seemed stronger. Finally, Rhea leaned back, satisfied. All done. The aliens tested their systems. Every ship responded faster, smoother, better. Their eyes, or what humans interpreted as eyes, widened. One of the taller aliens said, "We did not expect this." "That's humans," Rhea said simply. "Expect the unexpected." By evening, the repairs were finished. The fleet was operational. But more than that, humans had done something subtle. They had demonstrated creativity, intelligence, and teamwork in a way that no alien protocol could replicate. The aliens gathered near the docking bay, conversing among themselves. Rhea and Tarek waited patiently. The taller alien finally stepped forward. "You humans," it said slowly, "you are different, not weak, not simple, capable of thinking beyond structure." Rhea smiled, taking a sip of her coffee. "Thanks, we like to improvise." The shorter alien added, "And your ritual coffee, it enhances your cognition." "Exactly," Rhea said with a wink. "Try some next time, you might like it." The aliens hesitated, then accepted another cup. To the humans' amusement, they mimicked the sipping motion, though awkwardly. Their eyes, or whatever they used to see, glimmered in surprise. The flavor, warmth, and aroma seemed to impress them. "Humans are fascinating," the taller alien said. "We came seeking repairs. Instead, we find insight." Rhea tilted her head. "Glad we could help, but honestly, it's just how we work." A subtle tension entered the room. The aliens' fleet, while repaired, had another purpose, something more strategic, more important. One of the captains finally spoke in a low, serious tone. "We require your assistance, not just for repairs, but for preparation. Something is coming, something large." Rhea's heart skipped a beat. Humans had prepared for all kinds of situations, but a mysterious threat. That was new. She glanced at Tarek, who gave a slight shrug. Both knew the human way. Challenges were not obstacles, they were opportunities. "Preparation?" Rhea asked. "For what?" The alien captain's metallic skin shimmered. "Cannot disclose fully, but guidance is necessary." "You think differently. Perhaps you can help us survive." Rhea straightened. Humans had always thrived on ingenuity. This was their element. "All right," she said. "We'll help, but first, more coffee." Laughter, soft, alien in tone, echoed around the docking bay. Even in the midst of uncertainty, there was humor, curiosity, and camaraderie. Humans thrived in unpredictability. The rest of the evening was spent sharing knowledge. Rhea and her team showed humans ways of observing systems, improvising repairs, and thinking creatively. The aliens absorbed the information like sponges, surprised by the simplicity and effectiveness of some human solutions. "What is most interesting," Tarek said quietly, "is how calm they are while learning. No panic, no ego, just logic applied differently." Rhea nodded. "That's humanity. We find a way, we fix, we adapt, and sometimes we surprise even ourselves." By nightfall, the aliens had repaired all critical systems, yet something more had changed. Humans had built trust. Humans had built admiration. The aliens were beginning to see Earth and its people in a new light, an unexpected source of ingenuity and resilience in a vast, often unpredictable galaxy. As Rhea looked at the stars from the observation deck, she felt the thrill of anticipation. This visit, meant to be routine, had already become extraordinary. Something larger was coming, and humans would be at the center of it, ready as always. Above Earth, the fleet rested, humming softly under the night sky. Inside, humans drank coffee, shared stories, laughed at mistakes, and prepared for what no one could yet predict. And so the story began, not just of repairs, but of discovery, ingenuity, and the undeniable human spirit. The next morning, the Earth sun rose over the human city where the alien fleet had docked, bathing the spaceports in golden light. Inside the hangars, Captain Rhea and her team were already at work. The aliens had brought their fleet for repairs, but Rhea knew humans never stopped at just repairs. Tarek, her assistant, stirred his coffee thoughtfully. "You think they'll notice if we make some upgrades?" he asked. Rhea smirked. Notice? Oh, they'll notice, but they'll thank us later. Humans always improve things, they can't help it. Indeed, improving things was part of their nature. Where aliens had designed systems strictly by protocol, humans saw potential. A cable could be rerouted, a power source shared differently, an engine tuned for extra speed. Small changes, simple adjustments, could make an entire fleet run smoother, faster, and smarter. The aliens, tall and shimmering, hovered nearby, observing. One of them, the shorter captain, tilted its metallic head. "Your adjustments unnecessary?" it asked. "Not unnecessary," Rhea replied. "Helpful, efficient, smarter, you'll see." And soon enough they did. The first challenge arose with the fleet's main engines. They were powerful, but prone to overheating during long journeys. Rhea examined the control panels and noticed a pattern in the cooling circuits. It was inefficient by Earth standards. "Watch this," she said, connecting a few wires in a new configuration. Sparks flared briefly, but the system hummed steadily afterward. The temperature dropped by almost 30%. The taller alien gasped, a sound like wind through metal. "We did not expect improvement." "Humans are like that," Rhea said, taking a sip of coffee. "We see a problem and we fix it better." Next, they tackled the shields. The aliens had designed them to deflect small projectiles, but large energy bursts were dangerous. Using a combination of Earth physics and creative reasoning, the humans found a way to reinforce the shields by redistributing energy flows. The shield responded instantly, stronger than before. The aliens whispered among themselves, "These humans, remarkable." Hours turned into days and Rhea's team worked tirelessly. Each human action was both careful and bold. Where aliens followed fixed protocols, humans experimented, observed, and adapted on the fly. Even the alien communication systems received an upgrade. Using simple Earth-inspired algorithms, humans made data transmission faster and more secure. Aliens who had considered their technology flawless were stunned. Yet it was not just technical skill that impressed the aliens. It was human adaptability under pressure. One afternoon, a minor crisis occurred. A rogue asteroid field appeared unexpectedly near Earth's orbit. The aliens' fleet was not designed for such obstacles. They froze, running simulations and recalculating escape routes endlessly. Rhea, however, was calm. "We don't have time for endless calculations," she said. "We act, we adapt, we survive." She quickly drew a new trajectory on a holographic map. "We'll use the asteroids themselves. They move in predictable patterns. We weave the fleet through them, trust me." The aliens hesitated. "Risky, unpredictable," said the taller one. "Exactly," Rhea said. "That's how humans do things. Follow me." The humans guided the alien ships through the asteroid field. Small bursts of ingenuity saved vessels from collision. Where alien crews panicked, humans stayed composed. They observed patterns, adjusted timing, and made split-second decisions. The fleet emerged from the field with minimal damage. The aliens were astonished. "You humans think differently," the shorter captain said. "We cannot match instinct." Rhea smiled, brushing dust off her jacket. "It's not instinct, it's problem-solving, observation, imagination." Even the aliens' engineers were impressed. They watched as humans combined alien tech with human logic. It was not just repair, it was transformation. Systems ran faster, shields held stronger, engines purred smoother. The fleet, once merely functional, became extraordinary. During breaks, humans sipped coffee and laughed. Aliens watched curiously. Eventually, they tried the ritual themselves. Though clumsy at first, they seemed to understand the benefit, the boost in alertness and focus. A few even admitted it helped them think clearly. Over the following days, the aliens' respect for humans grew. They had expected simple repairs, perhaps minor tweaks. Instead, they were witnessing humans' creativity, calmness under pressure, and relentless drive to improve. Yet another challenge awaited. The fleet's navigation systems, critical for interstellar travel, showed a flaw. A slight miscalculation in trajectory could cause delays, or worse, collisions in deep space. Alien engineers debated endlessly, following centuries-old calculations. Rhea leaned over the console. "You're overcomplicating it," she said. "Here's a simple fix." She adjusted a few sensors and rewrote a small segment of the navigation code. The fleet's guidance systems recalibrated instantly. Calculations were faster and routes optimized. Aliens gasped again. "How?" they whispered. "We think in steps humans can see," Rhea said. "Not just numbers on a screen. We visualize, we test, we adjust. Simple." By now, humans had become indispensable to the fleet. Not because aliens could not repair the ships themselves, but because humans brought something entirely new: flexibility, creativity, and courage to act when no protocol existed. One evening, as the sun set over the city, Rhea and Tarek reviewed the progress. "Look at them," Tarek said, nodding toward the aliens. "They're almost in awe." "Humans have always thrived in situations like this," Rhea said. "We're adaptable, we take risks, and we find solutions where others see only obstacles." Then came the final test. A sudden energy surge pulsed through the fleet. Shields flickered, engines stuttered, and alarms blared. The aliens panicked, unable to identify the source. Rhea stepped forward, calm and focused. "We need to coordinate, quickly." She assigned teams to different ships. Humans worked with alien engineers, combining knowledge in real time. They rerouted power, stabilized shields, and corrected engine outputs. All the while, Rhea kept a clear mind, her coffee in hand, calmly directing operations. Slowly, the crisis passed. The fleet stabilized. The aliens, exhausted and amazed, realized they had just witnessed something extraordinary. Humans, using simple logic, observation, and teamwork, had turned a potential disaster into success. The taller alien finally spoke, its voice trembling slightly. "We humans are invaluable," Rhea smiled. "We like to help." The shorter alien added, "Your methods are unlike anything we know. Creativity, courage, calmness, all combined." "Thank you," Rhea said. "That's humanity." As the aliens took stock of their fleet, it was clear the humans had done more than repairs. They had upgraded every system, solved potential crises, and even improved performance beyond expectations. The fleet was now faster, stronger, and safer than the aliens had ever imagined. Even the aliens' leaders could not hide their admiration. "We came for minor fixes," the taller alien said. "Instead, we found guidance, innovation, and inspiration." Rhea laughed. "Glad you like it, but this is just how we work. Humans solve problems, adapt, and occasionally surprise everyone, including ourselves." The humans' work was done, but the story was far from over. The aliens now saw Earth in a new light, not just as a planet, but as a source of ingenuity, resilience, and unexpected brilliance. That night, as humans and aliens shared another round of coffee, Rhea looked out at the fleet. The ships gleamed under the starlight, fully repaired and upgraded. The aliens whispered among themselves, clearly discussing new possibilities and strategies inspired by humans. Tarek nudged her. "You think they'll ever forget us?" "Not a chance," Rhea said. "We've left our mark. Humans always do." The aliens, once wary, now viewed humans not as simple helpers but as leaders, problem solvers, and indispensable allies. The fleet's performance had proven humans' value, not just in repairs, but in courage, creativity, and thinking beyond limits. And somewhere deep in the galaxy, beyond the stars visible from Earth, humans were beginning to become known as more than just a species. They were innovators, leaders, and symbols of ingenuity that even advanced civilizations could not ignore. As the night settled, Rhea took one last sip of coffee, smiling. Tomorrow they would face new challenges. But tonight, humans had shown that even in the most advanced fleets of alien technology, one thing was clear: humanity could rise to any occasion. The alien fleet glimmered under the distant stars, its engines humming with newfound power. Thanks to humans, the ships were faster, stronger, and smarter than ever before. But Rhea knew that a true test of their work was coming. Something unexpected, something dangerous was on the horizon, and humans would have to show what made them special. In the command room of the largest ship, Rhea studied the galactic maps. The aliens had detected an approaching hostile force, a swarm of robotic drones sent from a distant system, designed to disable fleets and claim territory. These drones were relentless, moving with perfect coordination, and their weapons could destroy even the most advanced ships. The alien captains exchanged worried looks. "We cannot predict their patterns," said the taller captain. "They will overwhelm us." Rhea leaned forward, placing her hands on the console. "Predicting patterns isn't the only way to win. We adapt, we move fast, we think differently. Humans don't wait for certainty, we act." The aliens hesitated. They had never seen humans so confident in the face of danger. Yet they had learned, humans were not reckless, they were observant, inventive, and decisive. Rhea turned to her team. "Everyone, follow my lead. This is where our work becomes more than upgrades. This is where humans show why we're valuable." The first wave of drones appeared on the scanners, hundreds of small, agile ships armed with energy beams. They closed in on the alien fleet, but humans had already prepared a plan. "Divide and confuse them," Rhea instructed. "We'll use their numbers against them." Humans and aliens moved as one. Rhea guided sections of the fleet through complex maneuvers, weaving between asteroids, planetary debris, and each other's ships. The drones, though fast, could not predict the humans' improvisation. Tarek monitored energy outputs. "Captain, the drones are adjusting, but they're reacting too slowly. Our shields can hold if we reroute power in bursts." "Do it," Rhea said. "Humans adapt under pressure. Let's show them." The fleet split into smaller groups, following Rhea's instructions. Humans suggested unconventional formations that alien captains had never considered. Ships moved in unpredictable patterns, creating traps for the drones. Then came the first major clash. A swarm of drones targeted the largest ship, the command vessel. Alien engineers tried standard defense protocols, but the drones were too fast. Rhea acted quickly. "Divert all power to lateral shields," she commanded. "Use their energy beams against them. Reflect where you can." Aliens stared, uncertain, but followed her instructions. Humans recalibrated the shield emitters, guiding the reflected beams toward approaching drones. One by one, the hostile drones were disabled, their circuits fried by their own energy weapons. "Impressive," the taller alien said, its voice full of awe. "You humans think beyond protocol." "Not beyond protocol," Rhea replied. "We use what we have in ways no one expects." The battle intensified. Drones swarmed in coordinated waves, each more aggressive than the last. Aliens struggled to maintain formation, but humans stayed calm. They observed, predicted, and acted, always a step ahead. Rhea directed teams to exploit weaknesses. "Notice patterns in their movement," she shouted. "They repeat certain maneuvers. Lead them into our traps." The alien captains followed her lead, and slowly, the tide began to turn. Humans combined their quick thinking with the alien fleet's firepower, striking strategically. Where aliens had feared overwhelming odds, humans found opportunity. Amid the chaos, a drone managed to breach the fleet's perimeter, targeting a smaller repair vessel. Rhea reacted instantly. She coordinated a counterattack, guiding alien ships to intercept while her human engineers remotely disabled the drone's control system. "Got it," Tarek said, wiping sweat from his brow. "It's offline," Rhea smiled. "Humans don't panic, we find solutions." As the battle raged, humans began to earn the trust and admiration of the alien captains fully. Where once aliens had been skeptical, now they deferred to human judgment in key moments. Humans' creativity, adaptability, and courage had turned the battle from potential disaster into controlled chaos. Finally, the last wave of drones approached. Exhausted, alien captains prepared for the worst, but Rhea remained calm. She analyzed the swarm, searching for a pattern. Within minutes, she identified a subtle rhythm in their formation, a weakness in coordination. "Everyone, focus on the lead drone," she commanded. "Take it out and the rest will follow." Alien ships hesitated. "Are you certain?" Rhea nodded. "We don't need certainty, we need action, trust me." The humans executed a daring maneuver, guiding the fleet in a precise, coordinated strike. The lead drone was destroyed, and as predicted, the rest faltered. Alien ships moved in perfect synchronization with human guidance, neutralizing the remaining threat with minimal damage. Silence followed the storm. The fleet floated among the stars, intact, victorious. The alien captains looked around in disbelief. "You humans are extraordinary," said the taller captain. "We underestimated your value." Rhea set down her coffee, smiling. "We like to help, but we also like to solve problems. Humans adapt, think creatively, and act decisively. That's who we are." The aliens, humbled and amazed, formally offered humans leadership roles within the fleet. They recognized that humans were not just technicians or engineers. They were leaders, strategists, and innovators. The shorter alien spoke solemnly. "You humans have saved us and this fleet. We request your guidance permanently." Rhea glanced at Tarek, then back at the aliens. "We don't ask for glory, we ask only to help, but yes, we will lead. And together, we'll make sure this fleet is stronger than ever." The humans began working alongside the alien captains to reorganize the fleet. They implemented new training routines, introduced innovative strategies, and even designed new systems inspired by Earth logic. Each day, the fleet became more powerful, more coordinated, and more impressive. Yet it was not just technology or strategy that set humans apart, it was their spirit. Their humor, courage, and ability to inspire others made even the most rigid aliens more confident, more creative, and more willing to take risks. During quiet moments, humans and aliens shared stories over coffee. The aliens learned of Earth's oceans, mountains, and skies. They marveled at humanity's art, culture, and resilience. The humans, in turn, learned the history and wisdom of advanced civilizations, combining knowledge in a way that enriched both species. Weeks passed, and the fleet became legendary in its efficiency and strength. Word spread across nearby star systems about humans, the small, seemingly ordinary species who had transformed an entire alien fleet through creativity, courage, and ingenuity. One evening, as the fleet orbited a distant star, Rhea stood on the command deck looking out at the ships. "We've done more than repairs," she said quietly. "We've built trust, inspired others, and shown that humans can rise to any challenge." Tarek nodded. "And we've done it with coffee," Rhea laughed. "Yes, coffee, never underestimate it." The alien captains approached, expressing their gratitude formally. "You humans are the heart of this fleet," the taller one said. "Without you, we could not have succeeded." Rhea smiled. "It wasn't just us. It was everyone working together, humans, aliens, and the fleet itself. When we combine our strengths, nothing is impossible." That night the fleet rested among the stars, quiet but ready. Humans had proven that even in a universe of advanced technology and fearsome enemies, ingenuity, courage, and adaptability could overcome any challenge. Rhea poured herself one last cup of coffee, savoring the warm aroma. She looked at the vast expanse of stars, feeling the thrill of adventure and anticipation. Tomorrow would bring new missions, new challenges, but humans were ready, always ready. And somewhere deep in the galaxy, civilization spoke in awe of humans, the species that could repair, upgrade, and lead a fleet against impossible odds. Humanity had earned its place not just among the stars, but at the helm of legend. The fleet's hum echoed softly, a reminder of the triumph of creativity and courage. The humans had not only fixed and upgraded alien ships, they had inspired, led, and transformed the entire fleet into something extraordinary. Above all, the message was clear. In a galaxy of advanced technology, no protocol or machine could replace human ingenuity, courage, and heart. Humanity had proven itself, and the galaxy would never forget.